I'm gonna paint a picture for you. It's opening night of my Broadway show. We have a wonderful time, but it was a very long day. I come home, I have a beautiful Bratz package waiting for me. I rip open the package excitedly, and out pops the most busted sucked on dolls you've ever fucking seen, okay? I'm gonna be real honest. I was purchasing the dolls while I was literally at work and I wasn't paying that much attention. I just like look over, see a doll and be like, oh, she's pretty, swipe, because I was buying them off of Whatnot. These dolls were not expensive. They were $15 and under. They came fully clothed. That's why I bought them, because, you know, I just am collecting Bratz clothes at this point. The dolls were so busted and bad, and I was so upset when I originally saw them. And so after opening, like I start working on them because I'm like, I can't leave these girls like this. They're precious angels. And as I started working on them, I'm like, I can make this into a video. I think it will be good and fun and useful. The process sort of starts in the middle. I have no before footage of some of these dolls. You'll see the process of my restoring them. I'm restoring 3 Brat dolls today. In addition to the 3 Brat dolls that I will be restoring, there's one Brat doll that I needed to repaint her lips and another Brat doll that just kind of needed her hair fixed. So that's the first part of the video. Once the Brat dolls are restored, we're gonna restyle them and it's gonna be a wonderful time. I'm having such a good time with the restoring and the dressing and the everything with these Bratz dolls right now. It's just bringing me a lot of joy and I hope that I can share that joy with you today in this video. And so let's get going into the kitchen and check out these Bratz restorations. So I got these 3 Bratz off of Whatnot. If I'm honest, I wasn't really paying attention when I bought them because I was at work actively working and prepping all of my clothes. And I was just like, oh, she's pretty, buy her. I don't know what the seller was saying because I had the sound off. She may have disclosed the fact that these were in abysmal condition, but I paid like dirt cheap prices for them. So it's like, what was I really expecting? So I wish I had photographed them like before I sort of fixed them up a little bit. But they did come fully dressed, so we've got some outfits out of the deal. One of them had this filthy dirty shirt on. That's the washed version. It still has a stain up there, this shoulder, as you can see. I'm gonna try to work on that and see what I can do. These pants look pretty nice. There's 3 pairs of shoes there, and there's some more outfits hanging around the house, and so the pieces are actually quite useful to me, so there's that. Their hair, especially her, sucked on as sucked on can be. She was probably in, well, she was in pretty bad condition. Now that I'm looking at this face though, I feel like I kind of may have saved her. I acetoned the whole face because there was like filth caked onto it. The lips need a little bit of a fix. I also nicked the liner with the acetone. That's what that is. I love these eyes though, so I didn't want to take off her makeup fully. She's just so pretty. This is a Phoebe. Her hair was so disgusting and sucked on. Like, it was so filthy and bad. I have to try and find photos. But now it looks okay, so there's that. This one is actually kind of an expensive doll, and I did get her for $15. As you can see, her body is fully stained. We're gonna try the peroxide on her to see if we can get her like in better shape. But I feel like maybe like a little bit of lip repaint. I need to add her blush back on because that came off when I acetoned her face. And she's got this like weird black spot in her eye that I'd like to just make white. So we'll see what we can do with her. She actually today, now looking at her, she looks significantly better than she did yesterday, so there's that. There's this Dana. This Dana's pretty common and she's not very expensive. I didn't pay very much for her. She was the one that came in this outfit, which is a pretty nice outfit. But she's also in kind of abysmal condition. As you can see, her lips need a repaint. Her face is kind of dirty, but it was like less dirty than hers, so we left it. She does have a stain like there above her eyebrow, but that's okay. And this was probably the worst part of her. It was either someone like cut off some of her bangs or it wasn't rooted properly. So now she has this like fried piece in the front, but that's okay. Her hair wasn't that bad, but I did wash it and it looks a lot better now. The worst part about this one though is literally sucked on. Somebody chewed her ankles. And when I saw that, I thought, wow, that does look kind of delicious. So we can't fix that. We could potentially buy her again because she's not a very expensive brat, or we could rebody her someday, or she could just wear pants and boots and nobody would ever know. So we'll see what we do with her. The lips need to be fixed, and I might brighten up her blush, but other than that, she's not getting much. That's Dana. And then I got this girl. I just saw her and I thought she was so interesting. I'd never seen anybody like her before. She's apparently a B brat, and it was like some random line that they did where like there was a video game involved, like way back when. She wasn't in bad condition at all, and her outfit is actually quite useful to me. She came looking like this. I think she looks fine. The body is fine. The face is gorgeous. That was what attracted me to her. The thing about her was when I pulled her out, her hair felt like really hard and like poly. I can't really tell the difference, but now that I washed it and conditioned it, it feels soft and nice. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like shitty old nylon. I don't really know. She's fully washed, but there's a lot of conditioner still in that. As you can see, it looks kind of greasy, and I also want to set her front like so. So that's what we're gonna do to her. That's all she's gonna get. And then she's gonna get restyled and go on my shelf of Yasmins. I have so many Yasmins at this point, and some of them might have to go. They're all special. I found this girl. I bought a lot of clothes, and there were some like dolls in there. I'm gonna sell most of the dolls. We'll see those if we haven't already, but this Chloe was in there, and I love this screening on her. I don't know, her hair was like tied in knots basically, real sucked on, chewed to oblivion, and I like kind of fixed it, but I was like, it doesn't look good down because it's like too wavy, randomly wavy, and I tried to straighten it, didn't come out. So I gave her this hairstyle. It's sort of cute. I don't know. Whatever, it's fine. My countertop is of course a mess. That girl's drying back there. She's hopefully gonna be fine. She was fine. She was fine. But this is what I've been working on, and I've got my Dana and my Phoebe, who are probably dry from their Mr. Super Clear, and I'm gonna hop on them right now. We'll see if we can get a lip match on them. I didn't take their lips off. Here these two are. They're sprayed down with Mr. Super Clear. I ended up doing her whole face, which I don't really like to do because I like the eyes to stay a little bit shiny. And if you paint on the shine, it never looks right. It's like too shiny. So she just is gonna have a matte face now. She looks dirty again. She needs some blush. Her lips could use a little bit of fixin'. The color matches are what's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to repaint the whole lip anyway. And then this girl needs a lip repaint. I feel like her eyes are gonna end up like half matte though, so I'm gonna have to take the plastic off and spray her totally down. Maybe she needs a little bit of a blush refresh. In this light, she looks dirty too. I guess these are just dirty brats. They're gonna stay dirty. I'm grabbing these Posca pens. I like the Posca pens because the consistency of the paint is already thin. I don't know if this is gonna work because of the color matching situation, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get something that's close. They have like very similar lip colors. One is just cooler and one is just warmer. So I feel like if I can like get one, I can warm one of them up and make it the other or cool one of them down. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? There we go. Get a little bit of paint out of that one. If you flick them really hard in the air, sometimes the paint will come out. My teacher in college taught me that. Mr. Wu, a genius. This one I've straight up never used. And it looks like water. Awesome. Definitely gonna need some brown. Holy shit, it's like almost identical. And because it's so good, I'm just gonna go ahead and paint them. The thing is, it's a little bit too cool actually, but that's fine. We'll do that, and then I'm gonna paint like a shining gloss over the top, I think. Even though when I paint the gloss, it tends to look weird and bad. Does anybody out there in the world have any tricks for that? Because I feel like no matter what, every time I paint gloss onto my doll's freaking lips, it looks weird. And the same with the eyes. And it's like in specific lighting. It like photographs strangely. You know, I think this needs a little more white in it, maybe. It's a little dark. Yes, far too light. Do I like it though? Yeah. I love a nudie lip. Just throw a little more red in it. See what that does. That'll be fun. I'm also like, if you've ever seen any of my art, I like have a sketchy art style, which is really not for dolls like this. They have a much more cartoony style than like what I am capable of. So that's where I like get scared. So I want them to stay in their cartoony style because I like it. This color's pretty though. It's not quite right, but it'll do. I warmed it up a little. I feel like it was pulling too purple. I was just back on my bullshit And this chick was like, I'm done with Bratz, I'm selling my whole collection. And you know, I don't really want any more dolls because I have plenty of dolls. I just want clothes. And she was selling this like giant lot of clothes and I got it for under $30, which I thought was great. And I bought a few other little things from her too. She seemed like a nice girl. She's into Monster High now. I'll find her info and link it down below. I can't remember what her name is. I've got a bunch of Bratz dolls that came in a lot that I'm gonna sell too. They're either duplicates for me or like I don't need them for my collection. And what I would like to do is fix them up and dress them up so they're like really pretty and sell them, not for outrageous prices, obviously too. Then that makes up some of the money I spent on clothes. And I'm happy and somebody gets a beautiful brat and they're happy, you know. I could also continue just collecting stuff from lots, save it all, and then do a whatnot show. Let me know in the comment section down below if anybody would be interested in shopping with me on whatnot. Just not sure. New technology kind of stresses me out. I'm sure I could figure it out. But I also think there's like a hole in the market in the doll category for like fast-paced shows. And I would eventually, like if I were to sell and whatnot, would eventually like to get to a place where I could do faster paced shows, you know? So I think a lot of the doll community likes the slower pace. But there's those of us with the neurodivergence and the ADHD that just need a little bit more activity, which is part of the reason I like whatnot in the first place, because it's kind of fast-paced in general. It's a little chunky over here. I'd love for it not to look chunky over there. I feel like her lips now match her lips almost perfectly. When I put another coat on, I'll warm it up again. I really thought. It keeps drying cooler tone than it looked on this. Like, look at the color here compared to here. Much cooler. I don't know, I feel like that's better, right? Am I happy with it? I'm not unhappy with it, but I think I will try just a touch warmer on the next coat. Because this color is like an almost identical match to this bitch, let's see if we can just give her a little touch up here. It's drying. No. A little cup of water. Coming unprepared for the project as usual. Hello, my name is Amanda, and I'm never prepared for anything. I start a task before I'm ready. This is such an impromptu video. Like, I had not intended to make this video. It was just like I was doing this, and then I was like, might as well turn on the camera. I'm gonna have to fix that line, which scares me because I'm not good at line work, and I will have to do that off camera. This is fascinating to me because I feel like I bring these dolls into different lights and they look like varying degrees of good. Like this morning I was like, oh, she looks so much better, and now I'm looking at her and I'm like, she looks terrible. What was I thinking? Other than the line fucked up, I think that looks fine, don't you? I'm on the first day of my 2 days off. When we switch over from the Sunday off to the Monday off, we get 2 days off, which is nice, because then I can get shit done. Oh, I fucked her line up too. Well, I'll have to reline both of them. That shan't be an on-camera activity. And I will be sealing these before I try and do that. It's like Photoshop. You know, you do it in layers, you save your work with a spray of sealant so the underneath layer stays intact, but you can work on the top layer. I have now officially dirtied every single towel in my kitchen. When I was washing the hair, I spilled conditioner all over the floor and then it was sliding like all over the place. So I had to put a towel down. Now I'm using this towel for arts and crafts. I don't know why I'm struggling with this larger brush because I have a smaller one. That's the thing. This is what I came up with for the lips. Are they straight? No. Is the outline too dark on her? Yes, absolutely. But I'm not going to be able to get it that good again. Hers, also kind of like the same situation. I warmed them up just a little bit. They might be a little lighter than her original lips. And that's probably the best I can do personally on a line. I don't think they look that bad. They're my brats, so they're a little crooked. I'm gonna spray them down with Mr. Super Clear, and then, I don't know, I need to decide. She's definitely getting sort of a glittery gloss over the top of her lips, but her, maybe I'll just leave them matte, because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Here's what I'm gonna do. Mr. Super Clear, that's the first step. The next step will be gloss and glitter for her, and then if I feel like it's applying in a way that pleases me, I'll gloss her up, no glitter. That's the next steps. Right, I made this concoction. It's made of Tamiya gloss and Pearl X powder, Pearl White. I think it might have too much glitter in it, but we're gonna go. We're just gonna go and we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it looks. No, I think it's fine. It looks pretty.
Obviously, I've mixed far too much. I waste so much art supplies this way. I like think I'm being smart about it, but like how much gloss did I really need with glitter in it? I forgot to put a microphone on, so this is gonna sound like shit. But at least my Bratz dolls are looking less like shit. That's good. Literally watching a Bratz show like as I'm, you know, waiting for drying. This lady's got a bunch of Bratz, she doesn't even know what they are. And she's got some like crazy rare ones and the Bratz people are going crazy. But to be honest, if I'm honest, I like actually prefer getting these like trash sucked on Bratz and fixing them up. Cause I can get them for like real cheap. Like I'd rather buy a $5 sucked on trashed Brat, fix her up, and then she's my Brat and she's beautiful to me, you know? I think that actually looks really nice. Is it like too much? Like in the middle, of course. It always falls into the middle. I don't know, I think that was a more successful even application than the last time I did it. I don't know why it came out so weird and chunky the last time. I'm happy with the way that that looks. Do I want to try it on fucking Phoebe? That's the question, and I'm scared. I'm scared. She wouldn't get glitter, she'd just get the gloss. Just stay there, Dana. That's also the thing, I feel like this Tanya gloss that I've been using like for all my glossing needs these days tends to have like a pretty even application. And the last one I did that I think I'm just gonna redo, honestly, it was, I'll look at her. It's this Yasmin. And I just feel like the way that it looks is like uneven and bad, and it's partially the paint, which I'm unsure why it looks like that because it's like all the same color, just like didn't apply evenly for whatever reason, and also the gloss makes it look worse. I think I'm gonna take it off and do an even more natural lip than that because I just wanted her to have a natural lip because these eyes are so striking. I feel like the dark lip was like pulling from the eyes. I don't know. I still might sell her. I have so many Yasmins at this point, you know. It's like how many Yasmins can a person have or need? I've got like a whole shelf full of Yasmins. She used to be one of my least favorites, but when I look back in time at the old Bratz, I really like old Yasmin. Like I like her style and I like the way that her screenings looked. So I guess that's the reason why I have 20 Yasmins. Is this going to be a mistake? Hopefully not. Just hopefully not. She's very sucked on. Still. Both of these are really. My dog wants to go out. We can go out after I finish these lips. I'm like walking to all the sides because I can't tell if I got the whole lip. I think I did. Could you tell I put a microphone on halfway through that? Looking at this Yasmin, I feel like she might actually be like a sealant issue. Like I had trouble with the sealant. And that's why it looks like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a totally different technique. So maybe you guys wanna see it on camera. I'm gonna use only soft pastels on it. We're gonna try that and see if I prefer it. But I think that's it for these two for now. I think she might need a second layer because I can't tell if I got the whole lip, but we'll find out when it dries. Okay, I'll be back. I only put one layer of Mr. Super Clear on, so let's hope for the best here. It probably won't build up because it's not the Mr. Super Clear that I like. This one is the matte variety and I prefer the flat variety. So let's see. Oh, what happens here? You know what? It's doing something. We're just gonna need to build up for a few layers. These are the colors I always use on BJDs. I can't remember what this one's called. Indian Red, I think. It's like a nice neutral red tone. And then this brown one. Something about umber, but the label's ripped off. Yeah, she's gonna need a few layers. This color's probably gonna significantly change once I spray it with Mr. Super Clear. That's what it does when I use it on BJDs. It turns much redder. It's like really cool toned when you apply, and then it gets redder. But we'll see what happens on this plastic. I haven't painted dolls like this in a while using this method. So I don't remember. It's not building up anymore.
It's gonna take a few layers to get there.
You can also 100% see where I took the lips off. But that'll sort its own self out with Mr. Super Clear. A couple layers in.
This just like isn't Brat's style, you know what I mean? This is my style, and I'm trying it on a Brat. But maybe it'll be pretty, you know? It's really just like not layering up.
I should have used 2 layers of Mr. Super Clear.
There's a little something there. That's as best as I'm gonna be able to do on this first layer though. Layer it up and try again. I should not be breathing this in. I need to take this away from me, but you can see how that looks after it's immediately sprayed. See, it like takes away the powderiness and just leaves the pigment behind. And I actually think it quite suits her. It looks really pretty. I think I'll put one more layer on and then just gloss her up and call it a day, because I think that that's what I wanted. That's more what I wanted on her. So interested at how dark this lip looks on camera versus in person. It looks really light in person and super dark on camera, but that's fine. I'm liking the way it looks in person, so I'm gonna gloss it. Is this gonna be a situation though, like the last time, where I liked it in person and then saw it on camera and despised it? That's the question. Really could go either way. So let's see. Let's see how we go. Just gonna move that out of my way so I don't put my elbow in it. Let's see, Yasmin. See how we feel about you after this gloss goes on. Is this what I was looking for? Is this what I wanted to see? I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's a little harder to make sure that the lips are even this way because they're like diffused and not
defined.
Is anybody gonna watch this video? I just like randomly started filming because I was doing this, and now I'm like, nobody ever watches any times I customize.
Am I wasting my time? Pretty. There she is. I wonder if I can get a better photo of her where her lips don't look so dark. But I like the way that looks. They look so dark on camera, that's crazy. All right, once everybody's dry, we'll get a look at everyone all together in their beautiful new form. Hey mustache, what's up? This is the super sucked on Phoebe doll. Her hair looks significantly better than it did before. Like, it still kind of looks sucked on because it was. Like, there's nothing I can do about it other than reroot her, which I'm not going to do because her hair is good enough for me because I'm like not a hair play person. But the thing that I feel like I need to show off is what her body looks like. I gave her a treatment of developer 40 because they say that is safer for the plastic than the acne cream. I don't know if that's accurate. I just went with what they say on the internet, like on Reddit. That's definitely accurate information, right? The light brown staining that was like all around her hips is totally gone. That looks so much better. She still has like some like random little black spots there, and she looks like she got a bruise on her ankle, which looks deep. So I can try the developer again, but for right now, for me, like this is perfectly fine for me. Maybe she has some freckles and also she fell down. You know what I mean? Like, this doll was a hot ass mess when I got her, and she's so much better now. Also, the other thing I didn't get off was like the staining on her shoulders, but that also kind of just looks like a sunburn. So maybe she's been out in the sun too long, you know? I'm super happy with her. I paid $15 for her fully dressed, and she's kind of an expensive doll. So I'm perfectly fine and happy with the way that she's looking now. I love her. It makes me feel like she's like truly my brat, you know? She's one of my favorites now. Every time I work on a doll and make her beautiful or make her better somehow, she always becomes my favorite. So that's Phoebe. It's the moment I've been waiting for. I finally get to dress these brats in clothes, and I've been waiting literally weeks. So this is very exciting to me. And we're gonna start here today with Miss Chloe, because I need to soak her feet in some water. I did make her this cutie little necklace, and this is like a Jean Marshall bracelet, and for some reason it kind of fits her, so she's gonna wear that too. And I have a very exciting outfit planned for Chloe. Here's my beautiful book of Bratz clothes. If you missed the video where I set this up, I will link it down below. I've decided to store all of my Bratz clothes in a way that I can see them so I don't forget what I have. And let's get started with this makeover for Chloe. She's just floating on her little nubbins. I also made her those socks that she's presently wearing. But we've got a really exciting outfit. I already picked it out because she's already been dressed in it. I just couldn't bear to leave her naked. We're gonna put her in this top. I know it's 2015 Bratz, just trust me on this one. We're gonna put her in this. I do have to say, using this is extremely convenient. I can see everything that I have. It was a great choice for me to organize this way. I'm gonna put her in these shorts. They're so small. She's gonna get these sunnies. And let's actually start there because I need to soak these feet and I want them to be warm once I'm putting them on her. Let me get her dressed up and then we'll move on. There she is, looking so cute. I love this outfit. I love an outfit that's like too much and kind of weird. And I feel like, you know, with her hairstyling, this is working for me. But we do need to get her feet ready to go. I mentioned these in the Bratz organization video, but these are a pair of Bratz Crocs that I got from a seller on Whatnot. I will link her Instagram down below, and I'll also put her Whatnot name down below if you want to shop from her. But they are super cute. They're the Rainbow High Lila Yamamoto sculpt. And they stuck a Bratz foot peg in there, and now we've got Brat Crocs, and I'm obsessed. And they seem to be like 3D printed maybe. I'm not entirely sure what the material is, if I'm honest. But the way they work is they just need a little heating. And I did seal these with Mr. Super Clear. And I know that Mr. Super Clear is questionable when it comes to temperature change. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna find out together. Also, Mr. Super Clear is technically waterproof, but I don't trust that. And there's Chloe, all dressed up. I love this outfit so much. And I feel like I had her in sneakers before the Crocs came in. I feel like the Crocs really add. Do you know what I mean? Look how cute she looks. So far, this is one of my favorite restyles. I just think, you know, it took creativity and putting a lot of different things together. So I'm happy with her, really happy with her. I'm gonna dispose of this water so I don't get myself into any trouble, and we'll move on to the next. Unlike the Chloe, I didn't really have any ideas for the other ones. So let's just see. We've got this girl here. This doll came from Goodwillbella on Whatnot. Goodwillbella sells Bratz for dirt cheap in varying conditions. I'm getting 2 more from her soon, and I think they're in better condition than these ones. The only problem with Goodwillbella is she ships when she ships. So if you want them quick, you don't shop with her, but if you want them cheap, you do. Okay, let's see what we can do here for Phoebe. I don't remember Phoebe's character, so it's hard for me to pick an outfit for her not knowing the character super well. I am going with all summer looks because it is summertime. And if you like Bratz content and you're interested in Bratz restyles, I'll be doing another pretty big Bratz restyle coming up here pretty soon. I don't know, how do you feel about her? I feel like the sort of star catchlights in her eyes make her look kind of sweet. I'm kind of feeling something like this for her maybe. I think that's really cute. Let's see what other options we have. I saw this on somebody on the internet. I think it used to have a belt. That could be a good option. Ooh, this one's cute. Maybe that one. Obviously, we're going skirt and top because that's what I've decided. There's 3 skirts there. Let's choose some tops. I feel like this one could go with this. Do I have anything cute to go with this? I don't even know. I could put it with a Rock Angels top. That would be cute. And the other skirt can really have any top. That's the thing. I'm trying to think who else I have in the world that's coming in. I don't think I have anybody that this could be better for. Let's try it on her. See how we feel. Just floating on her nubbins. I gotta pick shoes for her, and I feel like these are actually cute with it, so those just might be the shoes, honestly. But let's see what else there is. Because I've got a pair that kind of look like cowboyish that I feel like could be cute. I've got these. Those are the wrong color. It was these. These were the ones. Let's try them both on and see how we feel. Actually, I think I just like the brown. I feel like bringing the white in kind of ruins the outfit. I mean, all the staining that's left on her too is these 2 spots here and this little bruise on her calf, which you're not gonna be able to see once I put these boots on. That's the great thing about the old Bratz. They don't all have the UV head mold. I feel like even when they do new Bratz that don't have the UV head mold, the heads still don't work right. I don't know why. Is she sweet? Is she precious? I think she is. What an angel. I love her. go hang out with your friend. These girls are like set in 2 different displays. I have one with really brightly colored Bratz and then one that's very neutral. And the Bratz collection is growing too quickly and I need more space, but that's fine. She's gorgeous, she's stunning, I love her so much. Let's move on to this Yasmin. I was struggling with her hair because she had all these like weird pieces in the front. So I ended up doing this hairstyle. And I feel like it makes her look very glamorous. And technically she's not even Yasmin, she's a bee brat. She's not meant to be a character. But everybody just calls her Yasmin because she's got Yasmin's coloring. Here, balance on your nubbins, queen. Oops, she kind of tipped over, no worries. Let's see what we've got for her. I want something sort of glammy glam. I did have her in one particular outfit that I quite liked her in, so she might go back into that. I feel like this green top really brings out the green in her eyes. Don't you think? It's so pretty. And then I had her, I've got all this really great sparkly denim that I just feel like suits her. These ones have green, but it's the wrong color green, or is it okay? It might be okay. These were the ones I originally had her in, just silver sparkle. And I think those are my options for her. Do we like this? Or do we like this? And this girl lives in a different display entirely because I just have like a wall of Yasmins. All right, we need to pick some shoes for her. I think maybe something strappy. Let's see what we've got in her color in the strappy department. Actually, she's kind of an odd skin tone. She's like in between a normal Yasmin and a Sasha, so I might have to do boots out of curiosity. Too light. See what I mean? And then these are gonna be like too dark. Yep. So it's boots. Boots for a queen. Do you have any boots that look sort of fancy? No. These are nice. We're gonna go with those, I think. I'm gonna put her in the look. The stand is very unstable. She could fall down at any moment. She looks so pretty to me in this outfit. I feel like she needs some accessories, but I don't know that I like have them. That's the problem. Don't have enough accessory. I do have these earrings, which she came with. We can try them on. I kind of wonder if they're gonna be too much. And there is this little green purse. I feel like we could make it work for her. But that's sort of all I have. And I think that's actually fine. Like she could use a bracelet maybe. I do have a Barbie one. Would it fit her though? Oh, we can get away with it. Stunning. Oh yes, oh yes. She's a goddess. I love her. Great, stunning, gorgeous. As a kid, Princess Jasmine was my favorite princess. And I just feel like this particular Yasmin reminds me of her. I love, well, she's not Yasmin technically, but I love how deep her skin tone is. I think it's so pretty. And the eye color and the screening. Oh gosh, she's just so gorgeous to me. She was a steal. I got her in her original outfit for like 12 bucks, I think. And like, I always say I hate glam dolls and I'm like really not interested in them right now, but this is like a style of glam that I can get into. It's not like quite all the way. And I like that. Be with your friends. Our last fashion victim is Dana. She's wearing this outfit and I actually quite like her in this outfit. I would leave her in this if it were like fall time, but it's not. It's summertime, so it's time for a summer restyle queen. What do we want to do with her though? I don't know. I feel like she vibes kind of hippy dippy and it's the bangs for me that are doing that. So let's see what we can find on that front. I had her in that Yasmin dress for a minute. I feel like maybe this one could work for her. Maybe it's a little bit too badass. Maybe it's just a simpler skirt with a little hippy dippy top. That one reminds me of her. We're gonna go with that. But this one's also cute. Let's leave that one out. There's also the classic like Fiona. I have 3 of these. We could do that one. Let's see what we've got on bottoms. The collection is lacking in shorts. That's what I need to acquire. Next, I suppose, the options. This one. There's also this one. Could be cute. And then I have this one, but I have to iron it. I really like this one, but I'm not sure it's for her. I'm not really loving it with any of the top options either, so we can put that one away for now. So I think one of these 2 with one of these 3 shirts. She does look pretty with this orange, so let's do the orange top. And which skirt looks better with the orange top? I don't know if you can see anything I'm doing. These pants were so hard to get on her. They're gonna be so hard to get off. This is what she's looking like in that. I'm not loving the cut of that skirt on her, so I'm gonna put the other one on her and see how that is. I like this shape much better for her. The dilemma with her is someone thought she looked delicious and they literally sucked on her ankles. Now we have two options for her. We could just say this is her body, this is her beauty, and put her in normal shoes, or I could put her in boots to hide that. Let's see what our options are. This is the stand that won't hold anybody up because it is broken. Her nubbins still work perfectly well. These are an option. I love those. Those would look so cute with that. You could go with these, which I feel like vibe good for her. And there's also these ones. I don't like these ones with that. I don't know, those are kind of cute too, honestly. Do we like the orange better though? No, not the orange. The orange is wrong. Put your preference in the comment section down below. I'm not feeling the boots personally, so we're gonna take those away. I feel like these are my favorite, so those are the ones I'm gonna put on. There's like a dirt spot there. I'm just gonna go get that off really quick. All right, I got some accessories for the girls. And this is how the girls came out. I feel like particularly with these two, we've come a very long way. She looks pretty much okay. Her hair is a little bit busted still, but I feel like it came together. Like, she looks gorgeous. She kind of came in very good condition. This girl, her face looks fine, but this hair was like literally tied in knots, and you can see where the knots were. I can't get that out no matter what I do. I tried straightening it, I tried boiling it. This is the best I can do. But I love her makeover. I just think she's such a cutie now. Like, I just love her style. I love her aesthetic. I want to do more with this sort of like over-the-top aesthetic. But we also love Bratz as Bratz. These two are very Bratz as Bratz from the early 2000s vibes. This girl was by far in the worst condition. Her face was a mess, her lips were chipped, her hair was truly sucked on, and her body was totally stained. And we're left with two minor stains on the one leg. The hair is still like kind of sucked on, but this is definitely passable. Like, she's got frizzy hair like me, and that's okay. Like, that's just the way she was born, and we accept her for who she is. And there's still kind of like a little bit of a mess over here in her face, but from this angle, I can't even see it, which is great. Lips are stunning. Really happy with the way that those came out. And I really do love the eye screening on this doll, so I'm really happy I was able to get her for such a good price and clean her up and make her into mine. We have this absolute beauty. I love this Dana. It's the fringe and the screening that really sold me on her. Her lips were a mess, but now they're beautiful and perfect. Her body has some issues. We do have some scarification from some chewing on the ankles, but we're saying that she's beautiful just the way that she is, because all bodies are beautiful. And we've given her a beautiful makeover for the summertime, and I think she's great and I love her. I had a really good time, honestly, doing this. Like, I liked restoring the dolls. I feel like it's one of my new favorite activities, like buying cheap busted Bratz and fixing them up. So if I get any more cheap busted Bratz, depending on the character, I probably won't keep them in my collection. I may clean them up and move them along. So keep an eye on my Macari for that if you are interested. We do definitely have some of that coming in the near future. If you enjoy Bratz content, definitely subscribe, because we're gonna have a lot of that coming up because I'm in my Bratz era. Let me know in the comment section down below which one of these restyles today was your favorite. I'm gonna have to say, for me, it's Chloe, because it's just such a mishmash and I'm so here for it. Make sure to like, share, and hype the video. That really helps me out. Don't forget to check out the video where I organize all these Bratz clothes. It's linked up here at the top of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time.